Hello and welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gem Star, and this is the weekly tea. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. For your own personal private readings with the Gem Star, visit our website at kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now, let's have a sip of the weekly tea together. Hello and welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea. Let's see what messages come through the tea, come through the cards this week. For all of the zodiac signs, we will be beginning with our birthday sign, the little Rams. Happy birthday, Aries. Welcome once again. We want to thank everyone for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings with me. My information is in the description box below. Let's give the cards a shuffle and let's see what messages we have for all of the zodiac signs for this week ahead. Hello, welcome back, my little Rams. Happy birthday, Aries. This is your weekly tea. You're tuning into a live Kettle Messages Tarot with your oracle and reader, the Gem Star. Let's give a cards to shuffle and let's see what messages we have for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries, the little Rams, happy birthday, happy solar return. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. My information is in the description box below. Let's see, the tea begins to spill. Okay, Aries, there may be some family issues this week ahead, as there are things that are stagnant, there are things that need change in family dynamics or in your relationships, whoever you reside with, whoever you spend your time with, your energy with. There may be some stagnation, a lack of growth in certain connections. But as the week wraps up, Aries, you're going to be spending time with close friends and sharing what you have been going through recently. So this week, it looks like it's going to be bumpy road with family, close friends, those that you work with, your community, those that you reside with, even your neighbors. You may be having some issues with some of these people this week ahead, or you've been having situations with them, and there seems to be a lack of change in people's attitude, in people's behavior. So let's see how things are gonna be turning out, Aries, as there may be a lack of maturity, a lack of growth, a lack of camaraderie with certain people in your life. There are some connections that are out of whack, and this may be because there are some secrets that people are keeping at this time. There are things that people are saying or doing behind your back, Aries, that you are unaware of, or there are situations changing that you are unaware of. There's a lack of information or a lack of seeing a way forward in a situation. So this week, you're going to have to tap into your intuition, really listen to your gut feelings, as your intuition is going to be the one guiding you this week ahead, as there may be a necessity not to be so trusting of others at this time, as they are being deceptive and keeping secrets from you, Aries. You may be also keeping secrets from others as well. Okay, confirmation that there are issues and problems and arguments and confrontations and fallouts with certain family members, friends, people you work with or in your community, the people that you spend time with or that you reside with, that there are a lot of issues stemming from things that have been unsaid or people are assuming at this time, because people are not being transparent. People are not being honest. They're being very deceptive. They're working underhandedly this week. That may bring something to a boil where you're going to have a confrontation or an argument or some words with someone, may even a fight that can stem from a secret coming out or an assumption that someone is making. So stay put, take no action towards this, Aries, this week ahead. We can already see that people want to start drama, that people want to be confrontational, that people are being deceptive, being secretive, working underhandedly. You're going to have to follow your gut, listen to your intuition in certain situations, in certain environments when you're interacting with people, because they're not telling you the whole story or you're not seeing the whole story as of yet. Things are still unfolding. As things unfold this week, Aries, you may get hot under the collar. There may be arguments and confrontations, fallouts, or you may be arguing about the same thing over and over, or dealing with a person over and over who is confrontational, who is aggressive, who is very argumentative. And you are being asked to stay put, take no action towards this. Don't put wood into the fire, as things can really get out of hand quickly this week. So people may be trying to trigger you, maybe trying to goat you, and you got to be very careful with that energy. Okay, so somebody here is pretending that they are the victim in a situation, Aries, this week. But this person will be exposed. This person will be exposed. I can also see this week that if you are under attack, if there's accusations towards you or some aggression, defensive energy coming at you, you will be the victor in this situation. Whoever is getting mistreated, whoever is being attacked aggressively, or is in a real toxic environment, toxic connection, then you're going to be the victor in this situation, as someone here is gonna have to be sacrificed so someone else can be rewarded. So definitely there's some truths coming out this week. This person who's on the attack this week, Aries, is weird, odd, strange, awkward, acting this way, or you see them this way. You see them as unhinged or strange or awkward, or this is the way they're coming off. This is the way they're acting. Their behavior is aggressive, it's confrontational, it's very argumentative. And whoever this person is attacking, someone here is coming to their defense. Your friends may come to your defense in a situation. If you're being accused of something, attacked about something, if somebody's trying to fight with you, you may even need to change residence. You may need to change residence, start a new job, look for a new job, look for someplace else to live. You may have an argument with someone in the household. You may move out. You may ask them to move out because they're acting strange, awkward, aggressive, argumentative, starting fights with you, trying to get a reaction out of you, and they're keeping secrets. They're keeping secrets. They may be starting arguments and fights just to get out of a situation with you. Maybe they're trying to provoke you so you can throw them out. Aries, that's the energy coming through in this week's tea. Somebody's acting weird, strange, keeping secrets, working behind the scenes. They think they have you pegged, but I think you're suspicious this week. Your gut feeling is telling you something's off. Your intuition is telling you to find those receipts. Find out why somebody's arguing with you, starting fights with you, is acting weird and strange. For some of you, you're going to find out that this person is provoking you to kick them out. Or because this person is acting weird and strange, you may move out. You may quit. But it seems like you're going to be the winner and the victor in this situation this week. Yes. Oh, somebody's very shady here, working with that devil energy. Somebody's being shady. Somebody's acting devilish. Somebody's giving into all kinds of temptation at this time. They may want out of a relationship, out of a job, out of a situation. They're trying to provoke someone here into an argument, a fight, so that they will have a good, valid reason to walk away, to leave. You may also be under attack this week, Aries, and you may feel like you have to quit, leave, get away from this person. And you have been putting up with this situation for a while. I can see that some of you have been putting up with this situation for a while. You've been holding and standing your ground, but something happens this week that somebody gets unhinged, comes out of pocket, tries to provoke a confrontation, may even succeed, because the energy at the end of the week is somebody wanting to quit, someone wanting to leave, someone wanting out of a situation. So you're being forewarned this week. You're being forewarned that somebody here their actions may affect your finances, may affect your job, may affect your connections with your friends and your family. We see with this 10 of Cups, you have loving friends, good community, a great family dynamic, and someone may be trying to put them against you, saying that you abuse them, that you argue with them, with this whip here, that you're always causing fights. Someone here is totally bored with a connection, bored with a job, bored with something in their life. They're missing something in their life. And this is why they're starting arguments and fights, so that they can have a reason to leave, to walk away, because they're not fulfilled and they're not satisfied in a situation. But with this devil energy and this moon energy, they're being very nasty and shady about it, Aries. Instead of, if you're not liking where you work, instead of quitting and starting a new job, you go through all this foolishness of trying to provoke other people into arguments and fights so that you have a reason to leave, or a reason to get fired. If this is a love relationship, here your partners are arguing and fighting over old things that were settled in the past, just because they're wanting to end the relationship. They're bored with the relationship. They're not being honest about how they're feeling or why they're doing this to you, why they're trying to provoke you, why all of a sudden they're starting their their aggression again. Somebody here needs some anger management. But you have close friends that are going to come to bat for you this week ahead. This is confirming your tea at the beginning, where we said there's a situation not changing, it's stuck, it's stagnant, issues with family, with friends, with community. You do have family and friends here that love you, that back you up, that see that you're the victim, you're the one under attack. The attacker, the villain here, is doing it consciously. They're doing it consciously. They know what they're doing. And it's all to get you upset, angry, reactive to their bad behavior so that they can be given an excuse to leave. Oh my goodness. Okay. In spirit of spring, if you are living in the areas where spring has sprung, we are bringing messages from the flowers in this week's tea. Yours is, what pleases us most shapes us. What pleases you most shapes you. What pleases you most here this week ahead is success, fulfillment, good fortune, attending parties and weddings and birthdays and celebrating your birthday this week. Know that there are others here trying to provoke you, get a reaction, a negative reaction out of you in order to close a cycle with you, but they're going about it in a very nasty, shady way. But you will come out of this victorious, as you will have people here coming up to bat for you. You have good luck, you have good fortune. As long as you listen to your intuition this week, Aries, you cannot go wrong. Know that these people are trying to provoke a negative reaction out of you. Don't give in to them. Don't give in to them. Someone here is totally bored with their life. They don't feel fulfilled, and the way they handle it and deal with it is starting arguments and confrontations with others. I guess they are attracted to the drama. That has been your weekly tea until we sip tea together again. Ciao, my little rams. Happy birthday. Taurus, my little bulls. Welcome back, Taurus, to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the gem star, and I'm here to spill your weekly tea. I want to thank you all for subscribing, for liking, for commenting, for sharing, for joining us in our sacred space and welcoming us into your sacred space, little bulls. Let's see what is going on for Taurus this week ahead. Sun, moon, rising in Venus. I'm your oracle and reader, the gem star, spilling your weekly tea. Let's see. Oh, time to act, Taurus. Time to roar like a lion or attack like a bull, because there's good luck coming your way. It's been delayed. It's been delayed, but it seems like your luck is going to be found once you take action. So the universe is like, I'm going to meet you halfway, Taurus, this week, but you have to meet me halfway as well. I need to see that you're into this, that you want this, okay? That you're dedicated, that you're focused, that this is what you really want. This is your intention. What is it that you want to manifest this week? Because you're going to have to start the ball rolling. Take baby steps. Take action. Start something new this week. Or if you've been procrastinating on something, Taurus, it is time to hit the road and get into action, because your fortune waits for you. Be careful this week with strangers. Don't be too friendly. Don't get too personal this week. Keep things to yourself. Oof, new beginnings. New beginnings, pregnancy, weddings, baptisms. There's a lot of movement this week, Taurus. You're taking action. You're planning some travel, or there's a lot of movement going on this week in your life. You may be needing to travel to other cities, to other states for work. You may be also booking vacations or booking flights. But this is a time to take action, to get moving. These are cards of movement. So you've been stagnating, or you've been procrastinating, or you may have been sitting on the fence about something when this energy is doubled and comes out in your weekly tea. It's saying it's time to take action. It's time to stop procrastinating. It's time to get going. If we're going to move, let's move. If we're going to start new jobs, let's do that. If we want to get pregnant, let's take action on that. Whatever it is that you need to take action on, focus on that this week ahead, because that's where your happiness and your fortune lies. If you don't invest in you, if you don't get the ball rolling, then your fortune just sits there waiting for you to find it. What they say, fortune favors the bold. This is the week to be bold, to be brave, to take action, to go after your destiny. This is a time to find your life path, to listen to the voice within, to listen to your intuition, to be in the right place at the right time. If something is telling you, you must go, you must take action, you must move, you must relocate, you must travel, you must get the ball rolling, then this is what destined energy is all about taking action right now, at the right time, at the right moment. News is coming through. Whatever is happening this week, Taurus, know that it is destined. It was written in the stars. It was going to happen one way or another. If you have been procrastinating change, movement, travel, relocation, destiny says you're in the wrong place, Taurus. That's why your luck ain't with it, all right? That's why the connections that you have ain't fulfilling, all right? So you want to find fulfillment, you want that great good fortune, good luck, then it's not where you're at. You must move. You must take action. And you will get the information, the messages, the receipts, the documents, the paperwork. You will find it this week, because at this time you are destined to move, to make changes in your life, to take action. I'm loving this energy. Maybe you're waiting for a sign. Maybe you're waiting on some documentations. Maybe you're waiting on something legal, something from afar, something from a distance, some news, some email, a text, a DM. But whatever it is that you need, so that you can take action, so that you can finally make that move that you're destined to make, it's coming through this week. Okay, so you're someone who speaks your truth, who shatter illusions. You're comfortable in your own skin. You're fearless. Going back to that first card that came out for you, Lion, taking action, being fearless, speaking your truth, living loud, living bold, living unapologetically this week. Let your truth shatter illusions this week. You know, a part of you says, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That's your intuition. That's your soul connecting with your destiny at this time. You have been dealing with extremely harsh conditions, trying to avoid confrontations, not standing up for yourself. But this is a week where You're going to stop tolerating harsh conditions. You're going to stop avoiding a confrontation or a conversation. And you're going to stand up for yourself this week, Taurus. You're going to speak your truth. You're going to shatter illusions. You're going to set the record straight. You're going to rip off some masks this week with your truth. You're going to let somebody know that they've been mean-spirited. They've been making negative comments, trying to lower your self-esteem or trying to lower your status, your stature, your position with gossip. So this week, Taurus, you may find out and discover that there has been someone gossiping about you. You may find the receipts, or someone may send a very clear, nasty, mean-spirited message your way. But this allows you to liberate yourself, to break free, to move away from them. After you take action, you confront them, you stand up for yourself, and you speak your truth. So somebody has been saying some nasty, mean, horrible things, or doing some nasty, mean, horrible things. You're going to confront this person. You're going to confront this situation. This is what you're destined to do at this time. Your soul at this time wants you to stand up for yourself, to stop the habit of avoiding confrontation and avoiding not standing up for yourself, because this is why somebody thinks that they can take liberties with you and cross boundaries. This is a week to stand your ground, to speak your truth, to let people know what your boundaries are, and if they're not respected, you can quickly move away from them without any hesitation. You're willing to take action because you know your good luck is somewhere else. Your healthy connections are somewhere else. Right now, a connection is at its breaking point. When you find out this secret, when you find out this gossip, when you find out what they've been doing behind your back, this is going to allow you to totally break free from a relationship, a friendship, a situation that you have been holding yourself back from ending or releasing. So the truth is coming out, and it's you standing up for yourself finally. Because intuitively, you may have suspected that someone was gossiping or someone was doing you dirty or nasty behind your back. You didn't want to believe that of someone, but you already suspected it. And now the time has come where you must stand up for yourself. Yes, because what you are seeking, Taurus, is peace and harmony, where you can work well with others, where you are able to achieve your goals and overcome obstacles. And this person has been a stone in your path, a stone in your shoe, a rock in your shoe. And it's time to remove this prickly person, this rock from your shoe, this rock from your path. Finally, remove it, throw it to the curb, and continue on your journey, because you are destined to relocate, to move, to be free, to be liberated. Liberated from harsh conditions, free from people who mistreat you, who make negative comments about you, who are mean-spirited. Focus on work, focus on money, focus on financial investments, focus on paying off debts at this time. Know that this week that there's somebody very, very jealous of you, very jealous of you. They don't know how to communicate, because the only way they could communicate is by putting people down, being mean-spirited to make themselves feel better. Oh, yes. There is some type of competition with you, Taurus, and you have no time for it. So somebody wants to be in competition. Somebody wants to be confrontational, mean-spirited, make negative comments about you, gossip about you. Some of you have been putting up with real harsh conditions, avoiding confrontations, avoiding speaking up. But I think you're about to have enough of this crap this week, Taurus, and you are going to act. You are going to move forward. You are going to free yourself, liberate yourself. You are going to speak your truth. You are going to shatter people's illusions and people's lies. This is what you are destined to do at this time. Speak your truth and stand up to the bullies, stand up to the meanies this week that want to come for you. They want to come for you this week with their nasty gossip and their stupid, negative, backhanded compliments. Be careful with these people this week. Don't be too trusting with people because their loyalty lies only with themselves. You are focusing on something new, a hobby, a sport, some type of change, relocation at this time. You're more focused on your finances, your investments, getting rid of debts, being really responsible financially this week. You are connecting with some old friends, going down memory lane. There may be an unexpected connection happening this week. You may be meeting someone out of the blue and you make a new friend, or you can be bumping into an old friend this week. Let's get messages from the flowers for Taurus this week. Happy spring to those celebrating spring. I thought it would be fun to bring some flower messages to your weekly tea this week. So yours is the daisy, and it says believe and trust in happiness. That's right. Believe and trust in happiness. Happiness is out here. Believe, the star, hope, renewal, rebirth, at the right place at the right time, in the right situation with the right people this week. You're releasing people who want to compete with you, who are mean, who are harsh, who are negative, who all they want to do is gossip because they're going through drama, or they feel inferior to you somehow and they want to feel superior, and the only way they can feel superior is by putting somebody else down and bullying them. But we see with this lion energy and this stork energy and the star energy, you are not putting up with it this week. You are liberating yourself and freeing yourself and going after your four-leaf clover. Way to go, Taurus. Way to go, my little bulls. That has been your weekly tea. Thank you for sipping tea with us once again, joining us for the lives, subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. We wish you a blessed week ahead, little bulls. Ciao. Geminis, my fabulous twins. Welcome back. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Geminis. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, reaching out to me for your own personal private readings. Readings with the gem star. The description is in the box below. Make sure to check out the community section for your Kettle scopes of the week and your messages from Spirit and the angels as well. Don't forget to check out the community section, the description box below, and hit that like button. Let's do it, my fabulous twins. Money's looking good this week. You got coins and stars. Out of an injustice, something good will come out this week. So there's a need to keep your life in balance this week. If you've been indoors a lot, there's a need to get out into nature, take walks, take runs, but be out, get that vitamin D. And if you have debts this week, then It's time to start paying debts off. It's time to start bringing balance into your finances, balance into your well-being. So it's about eating healthy, exercising, getting outdoors more, out into nature, spend time out in the sun. This is a great week where there's a lot of changes, renewal of energy. So you're feeling inspired, invigorated, motivated this week. You're feeling good this week, Geminis. Financially, things are getting better, but you need to bring balance into the area of health and finances. So as finances improve this week, make sure to pay off debts. Make sure to put money in your savings account. Make sure to plan some outdoors activities this week, even a vacation or some alone and me time this week. We see that this week somebody is thinking about you. Woof. Okay. Somebody's mind is on a relationship, a love connection, a relationship that's maturing, that is growing. Someone is thinking about a long-term relationship, Geminis, this week. Someone may be even popping the question, wanting to get engaged, wanting to get married. This is a conversation that can be had this week as somebody is thinking about this. So even if the question is not popped this week, this is definitely on somebody's mind. But they're also looking at their finances. Now they know this connection with you brings them lots of happiness, but there may be things in this person's life that they need to figure out, that they need to straighten up, that they need to close cycles in their life before they can offer you this long-term relationship, this commitment. Also, be careful of any commitments you get into this week, because you will be in it for a very long time. So if you're committing to starting a business, know that you got to be in it for the long haul. This is not quitting when things get tough. It's showing up even when you don't want to. In love connections as well, these are long-term connections. This is, till death do us part. And these are wise, mature relationships. So you have to go into them knowing exactly what you're signing up for, and you have to be very committed, dedicated, and devoted to your cause, whatever that may be. Whether it be a business, whether it be a love relationship, whether it be the commitment you make to yourself to improve and work on your health, to improve and work on your finances, to focus on what makes you happy, to focus on your well-being. Even if that is what you're committing to, the self this week, Geminis, you have to commit wholeheartedly. But there's someone here thinking about the fabulous twins, wanting a long-term relationship with Geminis. They're focused on their finances at this time. They see a happy future, or they envision and picture a happy future with Geminis. But first, Geminis got to straighten out certain situations in their life, and the person interested in Gemini may have to straighten out certain things in their life, close cycles, or get their finances together in order to be able to make this commitment, this long-term commitment. Okay, so as this person is thinking about it, they happen to talk themselves out of it as well. This can be your energy too, Geminis. If you don't feel financially stable, if you don't feel totally happy and emotionally fulfilled, and your well-being is out of balance, you're feeling, not healthy, or not financially stable, or not truly emotionally fulfilled, you may feel like you're not ready to give yourself totally to a person, not ready to totally commit. As we said, somebody is in the thinking process this week, thinking long term, thinking about their commitments, and knowing that when making commitments, responsibility comes into play. You have to be financially responsible. You have to be responsible for your own well-being and your own happiness. You have to be complete and whole when you come into mature relationships, healthy connections. So someone says, I don't want to sabotage the relationship with Geminis. So first, I got to get my life together in order to be able to fully commit. You as well, Geminis, this can be your energy. Like, I feel my energy of my single twins out there saying, until I finish my education, until I get my business up and running, or until I'm happy, healthy, fit, whatever it is, until I'm emotionally fulfilled or financially set, I'm not ready to fully commit to a connection. But that doesn't stop me from wanting it, right? That doesn't stop me from wanting marriage or wanting a commitment or wanting something long-term and emotionally fulfilling and financially stable for myself. First, I got to get my act together. First, I got to get clear about what I want, start balancing things out in my life so that I can start moving things ahead. So don't self-sabotage this week. We have an energy like of self-sabotage because this is totally doable. Having this committed relationship, this engagement, this marriage, this long-term relationship, or successful, prosperous business, or something emotionally fulfilling or financially fulfilling for you is attainable. It's just, I've got to get myself together. I've got to get clear. I've got to get focused. I've got to commit. I've got to dedicate myself. That takes a lot of energy, right? So you got to kick that energy in so that we can get to this place of total commitment. Because now we're like doubting ourselves. Is this doable? Is this possible? How am I going to get my life together? Gemstar, I'm going crazy. No, you're going to be able to get it together. Remember, you're Gemini. You're Gemini. You got a lot of thoughts. A lot of thoughts in your head. You're mostly in your head most of the time. So there's a need to get out of your head and get into action and get into that tarot, right? That magician, because that's a mercurial energy, and that also rules your sign. So you also have that power within you to manifest. And we're saying, yes, you can manifest financial success. You can manifest happiness and well-being. But it's just about how committed are you? How bad you want it, Geminis. Because in the past, we can see that there has been a lack of commitment. There has been a lack of dedication or a lack of focus, a lack of staying power, a lack of maturity. But we see this energy changing and making you wiser this week. So you're actually learning from your past. You're learning from your life experiences. You're learning from your recent past. You're standing your ground. You're defending yourself. You stand up for what you are committed to. The question this week is, what are you committed to? Because Geminis, it's confirmation. We just said, Geminis, when you focus on something, when you use that magician to manifest, you're totally dedicated and devoted and committed. It's all about getting it started and then sticking with it. In the past, you haven't stuck with it, right? We haven't stuck with certain relationships or certain situations or certain projects, certain ideas. We may have started them, but didn't complete them, dropped them along the way. We lost interest. We got bored, whatever. But this week, we're talking about being committed, getting focused, getting your life in order so that you can have emotional fulfillment. I'm loving it because you're switching up that energy of not staying with something, starting a whole lot of projects, but not seeing one through the very end. And here we see growth and maturity. So we see staying power this time. We see staying power. So if you're committed to your finances, we see staying power. I'm going after my success. Emotional fulfillment, happiness, health, well-being. Getting back into a healthy lifestyle. I'm committed, Gemstar. I'm focused. I'm dedicated. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to look out for myself. Right. Two of Pentacles. It's all a balancing act. Again, out of balance, getting into balance. Confirmation. We said you have the power to manifest this in your life. Getting your life into balance. Reaching that happiness and well-being. And here it is. Balancing things out. Getting good news regarding your finances, regarding your investments. Financially, things are improving or will improve. That has been denied to you in the past. Now, there's a yes. Where there was a no in the past, this week we see yeses. We see yeses in connections. We see yeses in financial opportunities. We see yes. We see green light when it comes to getting healthy and becoming emotionally fulfilled and happy once again. Inspired, motivated. And that's your energy. Okay, the King of Spades. We said it. Getting clarity, thinking clearly, being logical, being rational, using your mind. We love it. We said it. This is a thinking person. This is your energy. Thinking, then communicating and taking action. Here we see that you are coming into a role of authority, an authority over your own life. And getting your life in balance, getting your life in order, and getting clear about what you want. Getting clear about the strategy, the plan, the goal. You can see it. Now you're planning how to get to the goal. Ace of Spades. There you go. The truth and nothing but the truth. Justice. Yes. Someone here may send you a message, may want to have a date, have a coffee, have a drink with you this week, Geminis, so they can expose what they're feeling in their heart, what they've been thinking about. You have been on their mind, and this week they will be telling you their truth, as well as them getting their act straight and getting their life straight. You as well, if this is you ready to ask that person out or ready to move a connection to the next level, then you're totally being transparent and honest this week with this person, and the energy and the conversation is like, yes, I want a long-term relationship, I want commitment, I want marriage, but there's some things that I'm still working on at this time. This is a week of a lot of changes, Geminis. One thing is coming to an end in order for something new to begin. Room is being made in your life this week so that you can start something new. And when you start it, Geminis, it will lead to exactly where you want it to wind up. In a happy place, in a place that you feel healthy, you feel happy, you feel financially stable and supported, that you are balancing your life out, your emotions, your thoughts, your energy, your space. This week, we are bringing flower messages for this weekly tea, and yours is Daphne. Daphne, the flower, says, what pleases us most shapes us. What pleases you most shapes you. That's that energy. We was talking, the magician is not even here, and it came out through the oracle. It came out through the flowers, where you are manifesting what is going to make you happy. You are manifesting balance in your life, where things have been out of whack, unbalanced. There was a lack of maturity, a lack of commitment, a lack of focus, a lack of dedication. Now you're getting clear, focused. You can see what you want in the future, and you're coming up with a plan, strategically, logically, rationally, step by step. How am I going to get to that goal? Love it, Geminis. That has been your weekly tea on Until We Sip Tea Together Again. May you have a blessed week ahead. Remember, anything is possible this week. It's all about how dedicated and how committed you are to your cause, right? This is about your finances, your happiness, your well-being. Your energy came out. The swords, the spades. This is all about you and getting your life together, your life in balance, and being ready to welcome in new friendships, new connections, new experiences, because one cycle is closing, one door is closing this week, and a window is opening so that you can fly and go in another direction. Ciao, my fabulous twins. Cancer, my little crabs, welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and Rita the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea. So I want to thank my little crabs for liking, commenting, joining us in our sacred space, welcoming us into their sacred space. Don't forget to check out the community section for the Kettle scopes, and to reach out to me for your own personal private readings. My information is in the description box below. Let's do it, little crabs. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What are the messages for Cancer this week ahead? Climbing the ladder of success, breaking through obstacles, breaking through chains. There are things that are happening, tower moments in your life that are going to make you move just like a crab would move, sideways, okay? So you're using your Cancerian energy to feel your way around any obstacles that may try to trip you up this week, because you're climbing the ladder of success. And you don't want to be tripped up. You don't want somebody behind you pulling you by your leg down the stairs. You don't want somebody to throw you off the ladder of success. So you're very focused this week on your personal growth. You want peace. You want to be left alone. You are doing you. You are working on yourselves this week. Just breaking through obstacles, breaking chains that have held you back. And this has been very difficult to do, and this is why you're so focused, and you want no one to try to trip you up or try to hold you back or try to be an obstacle this week, because it's all about deep personal strength and peace, because that's what's gonna assure success this week. It's like you don't want to slap somebody this week. You don't want to have to smack somebody down. But you won't be a pushover either. You won't let people step all over you. And you won't let anyone or anything hold you back. There are new beginnings, joyful times. There's also an an energy of immaturity here. People can be playing games. People could be acting like a fool this week as well. You got to be careful with this energy. You may also be focused on pregnancy, on your children this week. You may be working very hard, climbing the ladder of success, because it's all for your children, for your family. That's also an energy coming through. That the reason you break your back, that the reason you work so hard, that the reason you're trying to climb this ladder of success, the reason you will kick, push, bite, slap anybody in your way, it's because I'm doing it for my future children, or I'm doing it for my present children, my current children. I'm doing it for my grandchildren. I'm doing it for my legacy. I'm doing it because this is what my inner child always wanted me to do. Okay, there's an ending, a death, a transformation, a rebirth happening at this time. There can be a deep sadness over a child's well-being, and this is your focus this week, on this child's health, on this child's well-being. Some of you may have lost a child. Our hearts go out to those that have lost a child or are afraid of losing a child because of an illness or for another reason, maybe a divorce. But there's a lot of focus on your children this week. Also, I also feel the energy of doing away with childish behavior, childish beliefs, some immaturity. I feel a lot of growth. And this growth is coming through losses, through putting an end to some childhood drama or trauma you may have had. And you're breaking free. You're breaking a lot of chains that have held you back since childhood. You're putting down, you're putting away childish things, childish memories, childish behavior. Or you can be ending a connection or have ended a connection with someone like that. Oh, there, and he shows up, Cancer. Okay, that person is thinking about you, but they know that they were very immature in the relationship. They did things to you that broke your heart, that held you back, that got you off of that path of peace. Maybe it got you off of that focus of staying in school or even quitting a job so that you can focus on this connection, on this relationship. I feel an energy of those of you that have closed cycles with someone who wasted your time, someone who sucked up your energy spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically, someone who, if you have children with them, it was very difficult to co-parent with this person. They made your life a living hell, but you have put an end to this, or you're putting an end to this. You're done with this. This person could be your teenage love. Okay, this could be the love of your youth. And that's why it was so difficult to let this person go, because they know the most intimate things about you, right? They know all the deepest, darkest secrets about you. And so it's difficult to put an end to a relationship, a friendship, a connection like this. But I see that that's what you're working on this week, because you're tired of allowing others to hold you back. Whether this is a family member, a friend, a lover, a husband, a wife, an ex, whoever this is that has held you back with their childish ways, with their lack of growth and maturity. You are on a different level, in a different mindset at this time, Cancer. And what you want is peace. You want peace. You want harmony. You don't want this drama. You don't want the drama. Okay? So you have been keeping silent. You have been keeping silent. Maybe you have gone no contact with this person. Maybe they have gone no contact, playing that no contact card, trying to get you to break first, to reach out to them. But I feel like if that's the case, you're not reaching out to them. They're doing you a favor by not reaching out to you, because that means you don't have to reply. You done with giving this person the key to your house, the key to your heart, the key to your life. You are putting an end to someone here. If you have been thinking about an ex, you're putting an end to that. You've gone no contact. You're blocking them from your social media. This person is dead to you or is dying at this time. A love and romance that you once felt for someone, you no longer feel. You've gone numb. Some of you Cancerians have gone numb. You don't feel the love for the ex anymore, or you don't feel the love for someone who refuses to mature, to grow with you, to build something solid with you, something long term. All they do is drain you like energy vampires. They suck the life out of you. This person, all they do is confuse you, gaslight you. They're elusive. They never give you a straight answer. And you're done. You can see somebody breadcrumbing. You can see somebody wasting your time, Cancer. And as we said from the beginning, you're moving sideways now. You're finding ways to go around this person, to release yourself from this person, to block this person out of your life, because they've been so fickle, because they've been non-committal, because they haven't given you a straight answer, and you're done with the games. Oh, all right, Cancer, you are done with the games, breaking the chains that bind you to this past, to this person, to this situation, to old love and romance that has already died. You're ready to get out there and start dating again and give yourself a chance at new love. This is a week to speak up, speak for yourself, to be large and in charge, to be the boss, to go party. Yes, to go party, to have fun. We see, again, you working on your financial success. You are focused on giving yourselves financial stability. Working on that money bag this week. Nothing is holding you back. You want to be successful. You want to be financially well off. And that's what you're aiming for. And you're working hard. You're working hard for it. But I see this energy where as you work hard, you're being asked to also play hard too. Have a little fun, Cancer. It's not all about working the candle at both ends. You also have time to take out for meditation, for me time, to see how far you've come, to plan the future. New beginnings, yes, fiery new beginnings. Just going out there, grabbing the bull by the horns. We see that some of you are going back to school or working on some type of course, a class, you're studying something. You may be working with your hands at this time. Your job may be very, very physical. It takes a lot of physical energy. What you're working on takes physical energy, mental energy, okay? Physical staying power, and also a lot of finances. That's like putting a lot of money into your education, hitting the books, so that this is not a waste of your time or money. Also, in your connections with others, it's got to be passionate, it's got to be fiery, it's got to be full of love and romance and hot nights, hot sweaty nights, but also it's got to bring financial stability and security as well. All right, confirmation that unreliable person is showing up this week. They're thinking about you. They've made some really bad choices. They got some bad news coming to them this week, Cancer, and they may be reaching out to you trying to make a love connection again, but you say that that's dead and over with. All right, you say that's dead and over with, Cancer, and if you say it, then so mote it be. Okay, you're tired of dealing with somebody unreliable, whether this is a lover, a friend, a family member. If they can't show up for you in the hard times, in the times where you need them the most, then don't show up during Cancer's good times, because they surely not opening the channels of communication, opening their heart, or opening the door to you. Especially not this week. They're so focused on their studies, on their work, on their money, on their finances, on their children, or their childhood dreams, fulfilling those for themselves, making that inner child happy. I'm loving it. You're focusing on you finally, Cancer. Let's get a message from the flowers. Ooh, you get the sunflower. Ooh, the sun comes out for you. You get the sunflower this week. Practice courage each day. And we feel it. Ace of Wands, Ace of Clubs. That's courage. That's ambition. That's motivation. That's innovation. That is strength. That is physical strength, inner strength. You are calling up this courage with that Queen of Wands. That queen energy, that royal energy. So you are definitely courageous this week, and you are showing up, showing out, speaking up for yourselves when you need to, and blocking, going no contact, and staying silent when you need to. Way to go. Way to go, little crabs. Working that energy, manifesting new opportunities, new businesses for yourselves, finishing your education. You are so focused on working on self-improvement and self-empowerment this week. You are unstoppable. Take that, haters. That has been your weekly tea. May you have a blessed one. Ciao. Leos, my kings and queens of the jungle. Welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here, yes, to spill the weekly tea for the lion and lionesses, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Supporting our channel and encourages us to continue doing this work. So we thank you very, very much. Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. For your horoscopes, check out the community sections, Kettle Scopes, for your weekly tea, messages from Spirit and the angels as well. Oh, yes, moving things forward, changes for the better, Leos. There's an opportunity, a windfall that may come your way, but you have to get focused. You have to get focused. Keep your mind on your goal and stick to it, as things are going to start changing for the better. Things have been out of whack, out of control recently. For some lion and lionesses, they are wondering when the opportunities are going to come their way, when a windfall, when some good luck is going to come their way. And definitely it says be patient, stay focused, continue doing what you are doing. Keep your head down, do the work, and you will see how things are going to start improving. I feel this energy like just mind your business, Leos. Do what you gotta do. Focus on you this week, because if you do, you will see how things change for the better. How opportunities just start coming your way. It's like, don't focus on yesterday, don't focus on tomorrow, don't focus on the future, focus on the present. Continue working on what you're working on, focusing on your goal, and not allowing yourselves to get distracted. because that is going to help bring some much needed changes. So there's an energy of needing to walk away from people who are shady, people who are not being transparent, people who are being very deceptive. There's a need to follow your intuition, to trust your gut this week, as things are not what they seem. Things are not what they seem. So at the very beginning, it was saying, keep your head down, stay focused, just focus on you, mind your business, all right? Let everybody do what they need to do. This week, you should be focusing on what you need to do, because there are things in the background going on that you have no idea about. There is also shadiness, there's deceptiveness, there's lies going on, there's people wearing masks, situations not being very clear. So when you don't know where you stand, don't make any sudden moves, don't take any sudden actions. Just focus on what you need to be focused on and wait for your opportunity, because it will come, it will show itself at this time. All right. So people are hating, people are defensive, people are argumentative, people are confrontational. They want to fight, they want to argue, they want to get confrontational, they want to be on the attack, they want to be on the defense, they want to keep beating you, whipping you, treating you like a whipping boy or a whipping girl. And we felt this energy, like, when are things going to change? When are these situations going to end? When is this abuse going to stop? When is this attack going to stop? When are people going to stop attacking me from behind? Okay? Because with this moon energy, there can be gossip behind your back. There can be people sabotaging you behind your back, setting you up for failure behind your back. With this energy of the moon, things are not exposed, things are hidden, things are happening behind the scenes. So these are attacks on your person, but behind your back. Somebody may be acting childish, immature. Yeah, they're doing this behind your back, right? Childish, immature, a lack of courage. And you're being advised to move away from the situation, stay away from the situation. Maybe you need to plan vacation, Leos, this week. Maybe you need to plan a relocation. But we see you moving away from troubled times. Again, confirming that message from the beginning, that things will change for the better. That these people, this group, this community, whoever is attacking you behind your back, doing you a disservice behind your back, sabotaging you, gossiping about you behind your back, you are walking away from this. It's like getting away from it scot-free here. It's like something moves you out of this situation. Something happens, something occurs that allows you this week to move away from a situation that has been shady, that people have been attacking you, sabotaging you, doing you dirty behind your back. You're finally going to be able to get away from this situation, these people, this place, and you see things change for the better. Maybe you completely remove yourself because energetically you're feeling like you're in a relationship or in an environment where you always have to be on guard. You know, you always have to look over your shoulders, like the energy of paranoia of where the next attack is coming from, or who's really my friend, who's my enemy. Oh, wow. Okay. But we see you taking action this week. Either you're taking a vacation, you're taking a break, you're taking time off, or you're physically removing yourself from this person's environment, from this person's company. Somebody here is very possessive and territorial. Possessive and territorial. And that's why they're gossiping behind your back. That's why they're defaming you. That's why all this shadiness behind your back, Leos. You may have come onto somebody's turf, or that's how they feel. This is how they see it. You moved on. Okay, let's say, example, you started dating someone. This person obviously has an ex. They dated somebody before you. This person is causing drama with you because they feel like they still have ownership and possession of that ex. And because you're now dating them, now they're trying to make your life a living hell. And we see what? You just stepping away from that situation. You just started a new job. Someone here, they have seniority. They see your star power. They see your ships coming in, and what? They're trying to knock you down. They're trying to hold you back. They're trying to damage your reputation. They're trying to do something here. Someone is doing something here simply because they feel like you stepped on their turf. You also may be on the attack, Leos, if somebody steps on your turf. The lions will roar. They are possessive and territorial over what's theirs. So if you do try to cross the Leo, yes, the Leo will attack. Okay? Or the Leo may take the high road and move away. Yes. Okay, so this such situation, Leos, make you feel very uncomfortable. You want to escape. Confirmation, the boat is moving away from the drama, from the shadiness, from the people wearing their masks, the people working behind your back. You feel it energetically. Confirmation, you already feel it. You feel uncomfortable with an environment, with a place, with a person, and you want to get away from this situation. Sometimes you may even want them off the planet. Like, I wish this person will go away. I wish this person will disappear. You may be feeling this energy this week where, oh my God, I wish I was somewhere else instead of in this environment or near this person. But wanting out, and for some of you, it's not easy. It's not easy, especially if you're dealing with a family member like this, or you're dealing with a coworker like this, or you're dealing with a bestie like this. Oof. Yeah, there's difficulties collaborating, compromising, working together, trying to make decisions with someone, with a loved one or with a friend. All they want to do is fight and argue. I also feel the energy that if you want to plan a vacation, if you want to plan a trip, even if it's a solo one, then you are coming up against people who don't want you to travel, who don't want you to move, relocate, go away, go on vacation. Either they want you not to go, or they want you to agree to go where they want to go. Okay? There's a back and forth here. A back and forth energy. Repetition. Over and over. We keep going over something, Leos. You're going over going over something here with someone very, very difficult that won't compromise, that won't work with you. This person, there's a division between you and them. We can't see eye to eye. We can't make an agreement. And this is why I see this energy, Leos, where you just walk away. You know, we can't agree, walk away. We can't live together, walk away. We can't work together, walk away. Like, remove myself. Remove myself. Because you don't have control over someone else's actions, what someone else does or say, but you have control over how you deal with it, your response, your reaction to it. And I feel like your reaction is unbothered, not give it any energy, or totally remove myself out of this. Yes, a new beginning, a new job, a new environment, a new beginning. There's messages of romance coming through this week. As we said, if you are in toxic relationships, toxic situations or environment, there's an opportunity here to physically remove yourself totally, end the relationship and start a new one, end the job and start a new one right away. Right away. But it's your decision. You have to make the decision, because right now you're weighing the pros and the cons. The pros and the cons of a connection, a relationship, a situation, how it benefits you and how it works against you. And if you see that that side of the scale where you're being done way too dirty, it's unacceptable at this point, starts to tilt, then you're out the door. You're ready to end something. But the decision is in your hands this week. You have to make the decision. You have to make the decision of whether to commit to a relationship or not. You have to make the decision whether you stay in a job or not. Stay in an environment. Stay in this home or not. It's all up to you, because it is you who are feeling uncomfortable in this situation. So it is in your hands to make the decision. Since other people, are standing their ground, there's no flexibility with the other person. Your flower for the week is Lily of the Valley. Happiness is found with your purpose. What's your purpose? Instead of letting life take you wherever it wants, what do you want? What's going to make you happy? Because definitely there's changes for the better, but it's only when you take action. Again, an energy of you taking action, of you finding your purpose. And you will, with this Ace of Pentacles, this Ace of Diamonds, you will find your purpose. You will invest in something. And definitely we see you investing in yourselves this week, focusing on you, focusing on your path, and not focusing on your haters, your secret enemies, these people who are trying to sabotage you. You can easily lift your anchor, okay? Swim away, sail away, or even fly away. I feel the energy of definitely some of you are planning vacations to get away. Get away. Maybe you need time to think things through, to make the decision, and that's why you need to get away for some Leos. But other Leos, the situation is already unbearable, and it's like, I'm better off just starting over. Hallelujah. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao, lion and lionesses. Welcome, angel guys. Much love to you. Happy Sunday. Virgos, welcome back, Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Rita the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill this week's tea with you guys. I want to thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, and reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. I really do thank you. It inspires us to continue doing this work for you on YouTube. So we thank you so much for the support. Let's see what is going on for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And for those of you that like horoscopes, we have our own Kettle scopes in the community section. Check those out, as well as angel messages and spirit messages. Oh, and it starts to spill. Pay attention to your work this week, Virgos. Pay attention to your work. This is gonna be temporary. Oh, pay attention to your work, because you have a nasty boss or co-worker watching you. They're watching what time you come in. They're watching, what you're doing at work. They're watching you and they're reporting. They're reporting it. Okay? Or maybe you're watching people, Virgos, and reporting it to the higher ups. But know that this week, people got their eye on you. Somebody here who thinks their poo-poo don't stink, that they think they're high and mighty. They're on power trips, they're on ego trips, or they think they know it all, or they're just the bootlicker, the teacher's pet, and this is how they get their points. This is how they get points. This is how they feel good about themselves, reporting on other people. But also know that your own supervisors, your managers, the bosses, the company owners could be in your place of employment this week, checking things out. So make sure that your work is done, that everything is up to par, so that they have nothing to say, because these people are just waiting for something to say. Okay? So don't give them nothing. Don't give them nothing. Don't give them anything to have to report or have to say about you this week. Okay, Virgos? Yeah, look, confirmation. News on the way. Okay, the pigeon. Confirmation. Pigeon. There's a pigeon. And they're ready to rat you out. This could be in school. If you're planning to cheat, you got those cheat codes, you better put them away. You better let nobody know that you're about to cheat. All right? Or, just because somebody wants to look good in the eyes of the boss, like, look at me. I'm so useful. No, they're not useful. They're just troublemaking, stirring the pot, wasting time, paying attention to your work when they should be paying attention to theirs. Instead, they're paying attention to what you're doing and reporting it. You may have someone looking out for you also, Virgos, this week, and letting you know that, hey, somebody's trying to report you, somebody's paying attention to your work, somebody's paying attention to you, and going back and forth with what they see. So be careful, be on the lookout. Let's continue spilling this tea. But pay attention to your work. Know that there's somebody arrogant and boastful who you should not cross. Don't answer this person back. Don't get in your feelings. Don't reply. Be professional. Stay cool, calm, and collected. And say, I'm working on it. I'll get it done. I'll get it to you. I'll let you know right away. I will follow up. Whatever you need to say professionally, say it. And then say all those other words that you really mean and you really would like to say in this person's face in your head. But don't step on anybody's toes this week. Not even the janitor. Don't even step on the janitor's toes, okay? Because they just gonna go back and report it. Somebody's here is acting like a pigeon. Oh, you see? Confirmation, the mice. They want to eat away at your reputation. They're trying to make you look bad at work. They're trying to say that you waste time. You sit around, okay? You sitting around, talking, hanging out, taking breaks when you're not supposed to. You're eating where you're not supposed to. Being in an area where you're not supposed to. Or you're a distraction to other co-workers. Look. They're saying that you're the one playing around, not doing your work. As we said, here they are. That's why it first says pay attention to your work. Then it says, oh, don't cross somebody because they're looking for a reason to talk about you, to bring news back and forth to the higher ups to make themselves look good. And here it's saying, look, they're not doing their work, they're hanging out, they're distracting other co-workers, they're taking breaks when they're not supposed to. So somebody's trying to eat away at your reputation, eat away at your hard work, trying to defame your character, trying to energetically zap you. You got energy vampires around you. You got gossipers around you. You got pigeons over here. You have pigeons and roosters crowing. Be careful that somebody may want your position or that someone may want to get you fired. Also, be careful with the company you keep in general this week, as they will suck up your resources, as they would like to just come and hang out in your house and party and make a mess. And once they eat up everything and use everything up and use up your hospitality and generosity, they'll leave, and then they'll come back when you re-up, or they'll, come through whenever they feel like it. So don't be too inviting. Don't be so inviting this week, Virgos, that you're inviting the wrong company into your home or the wrong company around you at work, because there are people that are trying to energetically zap you or trying to defame your character, come after something that's yours, whether that's your resources, whether that's your job, whether that's your reputation. Here, they gather with others. They gather with others and talk about ways to sabotage you, to ruin your reputation. They may try to get some flying monkeys on their side this week. But we can see that you're going to find a way to get yourselves out of this situation. By the end of the week, you find a way to get out of this situation. Either you start drawing boundaries, either you start calling people out, or you just go into your own bubble, okay? You go into your own world, your own bubble, and you just focus on you. Yeah, you need to wake up. Wake up, because some of you are too trusting of certain people in your life, and they're just taking from you. Taking from you energetically, spiritually, financially, physically. Ooh, yeah, somebody's acting like a savage. There's unhealthy behavior that has to come to an end immediately. We see somebody arrogant and boastful. Yes, that's confirmation. Somebody's behavior is unhinged. Okay? They left one out of the cuckoo's nest. So one out of the cuckoo's nest is flying around you this week, Virgos, just looking for drama, just looking for trouble, just looking for something to have to say and talk about when it comes to Virgos. And you need to put this to an end immediately. If you have been indulging in bad behavior yourself, not being focused on your work, then get focused. If you haven't been focused on your eating habits and on your health, then get focused. If you haven't been taking care of your environment and it's a hot mess, then you need to start doing some spring cleaning. But this is a week to focus on your priorities. On your priorities. Instead of wasting time with people who got nothing better to do than to waste time. They got nothing. See, communication, people sharing their thoughts, their feelings. Confirmation, somebody here is snitching away. Also, there's this energy of hanging out with your friends and your family and discussing with them what's been going on at work or what's been going on in a relationship, the unhealthy behavior that you have been enduring from another. You're communicating this with someone else, and they may give you an opportunity to live somewhere else or work somewhere else. Or they may just have some good advice for you that can help you in this type of situation. But there's a need to draw boundaries and to be careful with the company that you keep, because they're holding you back. Oh, sabotage. Five of swords. 5 of spades. Sabotage. We said it, right? Somebody here doing you a disservice, eating away at your reputation, eating away at your stability, eating away at your energy. But there's someone here who is soon going to be removed out of your life, or you're going to remove them out of your life by relocating, by starting a new job, by ending a relationship. But some of you are definitely ending a relationship, a job that just takes and takes and takes from you and demands and demands. You know, this is a slave driver. This is a slave driver. Get back out there. Get back to work. Lunch is over. Breakfast is over. Get back to work. That's this type of energy. And you're like, oh, hell no. Virgo is like, oh, hell no. I'm coming to work to get attacked, to get talked about, okay? To get exploited. And someone here comes through and says, hey, Virgo, we have another job opening somewhere else if you want this job. Or, hey, Virgos, we got to wait for you to get out of this toxic relationship, this toxic situation. You want to take it? And some Virgos are saying, hell yeah, I'm going to take that new job. I'm going to move to another location because this environment is toxic. There's shootouts out here. There's drugs. There's fighting out here. I'm scared of this environment for my children. I fear for my children's safety, or I fear for my own life. You're speaking the truth. The truth is being exposed. You're going to see people, places, and situations for exactly what they are. Confrontational, backstabbing, energy draining, sabotaging, deceitful. You're going to see this week. And that's going to help you free yourself. Free yourself from a person, place, situation. There's significant changes happening this week, Virgos. Something is coming to an end, but you are ready to move into something new. Something new. You're standing up for yourselves. You're defending yourselves. You know you have a lot to offer. You have a lot to offer, Virgos. And you're asking yourself, why the hell am I settling for less? Why am I putting up with this toxic partner? Why am I putting up with this toxic living situation? Why am I putting up with this toxic work environment? Why the hell am I putting up with this when I have the key, the solution to my problems? I know I have a lot to offer. And so I can take my key elsewhere, because lately you've been feeling trapped in a relationship, trapped in a situation. You're feeling confined. You want to be free to be yourself, to be authentic, to communicate, to hang out with whoever you want, do whatever you want, whenever you want. And someone just won't allow you any type of freedom. My goodness. Let's get a message from the flowers. But as we said on the work front, be very, very careful. You have several cards here saying that there is somebody going back and forth with pigeon messages and reporting you. Yours is baby's breath. Everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. Ace of Swords, right? Ace of Spades. We said it. Truth, honesty, speaking your truth, being honest, seeing the truth, seeing things for what they are, and finding a way forward. But as long as you stand in your truth and you're honest with yourself and you're honest with others, you can't go wrong. So if your honesty is rubbing somebody the wrong way and they got to end a situation with you, some type of relationship or partnership, then that's what's going to have to happen. Or if you have to cut somebody off, that's what's going to have to happen. Because somebody's unhinged, somebody wants to be a slave master here, and you are in absolutely no mood. No mood. You want to hang out, you want to have a good time, you want to spend time with family, with friends, you want to socialize, you want to get out there, you want to get yourselves out there, you want to focus on your social media business, or you want to focus on your business, your startups, you want to focus on your relationships, your connections, your friendships. So you have no time for this nonsense. For someone who wants to bully and control and think they got slaves to serve them hand and foot. You are in no mood for that crap. Way to go, Virgos. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Libra, my scales of justice, laying down the law, laying down the justice with Libra, welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot Live. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gem Star. And yes, I'm here to spill the weekly tea. I want to thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into your sacred space. We thank you so very much for the support and the love you show us and the channel, Libra. It keeps us coming back and bringing you some more messages. Check out the shorts, check out the community section as well. If you like horoscopes, we have our own very own Kettle scopes for you guys, so don't forget to check out the community section and to reach out to me for your own personal private readings. My information is in the description box below. So Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what is going on for Libra this week ahead. Libra, control your anger. You just might smack somebody with your gavel this week ahead. I think you're about to lay down the law and lay down the justice, but you're being asked to temper. Watch your temper, and don't act, say, or do anything in a moment of anger, or you will be sorry. Okay? The one who wins the situation this week stays cool, calm, and collected and unbothered when other people are trying to make them angry and provoke them. All right? I'm feeling this energy. Control your anger. So somebody's trying to provoke you. Somebody is already trying to make you angry, trying to make you upset. Somebody is depressed in their feelings. They're going through ill health, Libra. They're going through ill health. Ooh. Libra, if you're separating from someone or breaking up with someone or ending a relationship or situation with someone, they're very angry about this. They're very hurt. They're depressed. And they're going to lay some guilt trips on you this week to try to make you to stay or to try to change your mind, and this may make you very, very upset. You don't like being manipulated, and this person may find out the hard way if they don't already know that it's not wise to try to manipulate Libra, because you will make the Libra angry. You will have that gavel upside your head, and Libra will lay down the law and lay down the justice on your behind. So if you don't want to be kicked out of Libra's life, then don't try to manipulate. Don't try to use guilt trips. Don't try to get dramatic on Libra, because we feel the energy, Libra, already. Libra, how can you leave me in this state? I'm depressed. I'm sick. How you gonna leave me like this? How you gonna break up with me? How you gonna end this with me like this? How can you do this to me? Look at the state that I'm in, Libra. Look at what you're doing to me. I feel it, Libra. If you haven't already heard this, it's a coming your way this week. Or you may be depressed. You may be depressed, sick and tired, and somebody's making demands on you, and that makes you upset. Like, Libra, the energy of Libra is, don't you see I'm sick? Don't you see I'm going through something? Don't you see I need my me time? I need to be alone right now. I need to think things through, or I need to heal. I need to work on me. I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling well. I'm throwing up. I have a fever. I feel like I'm dying. Well, leave me alone. And this could set you off. If you're the one under the weather, or you're not in the mood, you don't feel like discussing anything or engaging with anyone, and somebody is insisting, you may snap. Or somebody may try to manipulate you, use guilt trips this week, trying to get you to stay, trying to get you not to end something with them. Also, a forewarning, a message here, that if somebody in the family, friend, even yourself, Libra, has been sick and it's not been getting better, it's not improving, then it's necessary you go to the doctor right away, because this situation, this health problem, can get very worse very quickly. So if somebody's complaining about their health, they need to go to the doctor, not come to you for a medical solution, not to come to you for an aspirin. They need to go to the doctor. Somebody here has been sick for a while and they refuse to go to the doctor. They just want to whine and complain about it, and you're getting a little tired of this. All right. Okay, Libra. Somebody, you can be dealing with grandma. You can be dealing with mom. You can be dealing with auntie. You can be dealing with someone who is possessive of you, territorial of you, feels that they are responsible for you some way, somehow. They're very overbearing. This is like somebody always over your shoulder, telling you what to do, telling you what's good for you. And we see that you're getting fed up with this. Okay, so somebody is coming on too strong, too possessive, too aggressive, too territorial, trying to tell you what to do, when to do it, how to do it. It's pissing you off. That's the energy we have so far. They're pissing you off. As we said, there may be manipulation, definitely from someone older in your life. Someone you reside with, a family member, most likely. A family member, a husband, a wife. Someone you consider family. Someone you go way back with. Someone who knows better than to be acting this way. But you got to be smart in this situation, because that's what they want to do. They want to provoke a guilt trip within you. They want to provoke a negative reaction out of you, trying to tell you, you see, Libra, you're immature, you're not grown up, you're not as mature as you think you are, you can't handle your life the way you think you can. You don't know what you're doing. And Libra, this is pissing you off. I'm feeling that energy. Like, stop telling me I don't know how to live my life. I don't know what to do in my relationships. Stop telling me what to do. Oh my goodness, Libra. This is not going to end well for them, is it? Okay. Oh, you see, someone is lying. Someone is distorting the truth. And it's making you mad. It's making you mad. Because you don't like manipulation. You don't like gaslighting. You don't like to be watched. Look at how this person is watching. They watching you. Watching every move you make. Watching every call. Listening on your calls. Watching you when you on the computer. Watching you at work. Watching you at home. Somebody here is watching you, clocking you. Everything you do, everything you say, every move you make. And they're coming to you with stories, with lies, distorting the truth, lying straight up to your face because they don't want you to end the relationship with them. They don't want you to go anywhere. They don't want you to live your life. They don't want you to make your own decisions. Oh my, Libra. You are definitely gonna lay down the law and lay down the justice. Oof. You are living in the now. You are detaching from negativity, negative past experiences, negative people. You are focused on the future. You see, such a wonderful, healthy, mature future. You are making mature, well-informed decisions for yourself. You know where your happiness is. You know where your peace is. You know where your healing lies. And it's not living with this person, working with this person, or being in a relationship with a person here who is not only lying, distorting the truth, being overbearing, but they're depressing you, making you sick, won't allow you to move out, to leave, to make your own decisions, to end a relationship. You are sick of living in the past. You are sick of living in negativity and toxicity. And you are wanting to break free. You want to heal. You want to heal. You want peace. You want serenity. Oh, I'm loving it. Oof. It flew. I'm going to go for it. It flew out, Libra. Because you laying on the low. See someone. Oh, they depend on you for survival. Confirmation. Ooh, thank you, Spirit. The truth and nothing but the truth on Kettle Messages Tarot from your reader, the Gem Star. We said at the very beginning that someone here is refusing to let you go, won't let you make your own decisions, won't let you get away from them. They will do whatever they need to do. Gaslight, lie, guilt trip you, make you feel bad about what you're doing. And this got you so hot under the collar, so angry, ready to just smack somebody with a gavel. And it's because they depend on you for their survival. If you leave, you take your money with you. If you leave, you take your resources with you. If you leave, Libra, you take your energy with you. You take your love with you. You take your body with you. You take your spirit, your soul with you. You take everything with you when you leave. Look at them. Look at them. They're watching you leave. And you know, you can feel it. You can sense it with the fox. You already sense it. You look back and you see them watching you. And look, with the paw out. Please, Libra, please don't leave me. Please, I need you. You can't leave me like this. Look. Oh, please, Libra, you can't leave me like this. But Libra, you got to focus on what's good for you, on what's healthy for you. Because right now, this is depressing you. This is even making you physically ill, sick. You don't even feel the energy to do anything. You feel dead. You feel dead inside. You feel numb. You want out of this. You're tired of this toxicity, this negativity. You can't take it no more. You can't take no more of the hovering. Oh my goodness. Yes, Libra. Libra, they depend on you. They don't want to let you go. They got nobody else. Maybe they got nobody else. Or maybe they feel like they will never find nobody else. You the best. You the best they ever had. But then why were they lying? Why they distort the truth? Why they try to control you? Why they treat you like a possession and not like somebody they love? Maybe that's how they love, Libra. Maybe that's their way of showing love. Possessing, owning. Oof, 9 of Swords. Like, this is Nightmare Valley. Nightmare Valley. Every time you wake up, you don't look forward to waking up, right? With the casket. You don't feel forward to waking up next to this person or being in the same environment with this person, because you know what they're all about. You know that they're out to get you. They're out to get you with their lies. Consistently lying, consistently gaslighting, consistently doing whatever it takes to keep you there. They won't tell you the truth and admit that they need you to survive. That's why. See? You're bored with this. You're discontent. You're unfulfilled with this. You don't want this anymore. You want a stable relationship. You want security in relationships. You want a committed romantic relationship or marriage. You don't want somebody who is constantly lying, manipulating, gaslighting to the point that it makes you angry, it makes you lash out, it brings the worst out of you, it depresses you, it makes you sick. And so you ending it. Good for you. You're ending it. Yes, somebody want to go after your finances. They need you. They need you for survival. If you are married to this person, they want spousal support. They want spousal support. And even if you give them spousal support, Libra, they want more money. They want more, and more. They want all of you. All of you. See, this person doesn't want you here because they love you. This person wants you here because they need you financially. They need you financially. They know you miserable. They know you unhappy with them. Oh, yes, they know. They know. That's why they pull these tricks. That's why they do these dirty things to you. In order to fool you, trick you, manipulate you, keep you there, keep you stuck. When you need to move on so that you can heal, so that you can go towards mature people, healthy connections with committed individuals. Let's get you a message from the flowers for your weekly tea. My scales of justice. Ooh, Snapdragon. I love me some Snapdragon. Ooh. You got Snapdragon. Snap, crackle, pop. Hit him with that gavel. Listen with care. Speak with kindness. Oh, you're listening, all right. You're listening with care. And you're trying to be kind. You're trying to be kind by ending the relationship and moving away. But this person continues and continues and continues. There's exes here that keep coming back as well. Don't want to let you go. They think they own you still. They think that they still have some ownership over you. They hold the children over your head. They hold the spousal support over your head. They hold the past over your head. They might even bring up the times where you had sex. Okay? Anything to keep you, Libra. Anything. They're pulling out all the stops. And all they're going to do is provoke anger. Provoke anger. So that's why you get the Snapdragon. You think the Snapdragon is going to bite somebody's head off. But they bite it with kindness. They listen. They hear somebody out. And then you say your piece and walk away. Going out of a situation. You're not to get nasty and give them as good as you getting. With a lot of class, you're gonna make them kiss your. All right, Libra. Okay, you won't take the gem star there. That has been your weekly tea on Until We Sip Tea Together Again, my scales of justice. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Watch where you put that gavel. Scorpios, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the zodiac. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. Welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gem Star, and I'm here to bring you the weekly tea. Indeed, I am. I want to thank all my Scorpios that have been supporting our work on the channel, subscribing, liking, commenting, reaching out to me for your own personal private readings. Thank you so much for the support. It encourages us and inspires us to continue to do this work for you. So let's do it, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's too many, Scorpio. You want the tea and you want it now. I want the tea. I want it now. Okay. Ooh. Scorpios. Okay, so some of you are not totally out of a connection yet. You totally haven't ended it with someone, but that's not to say you haven't been thinking about it or considering it. Especially if you've been feeling like somebody has been trying to be a gold digger or has been greedy or has been trying to take too much from you or demand too much from you or has become an obstacle instead of an object of love. So for those of you in toxic connections and relationships with those type of energies or those type of individuals that are causing you trouble, problems, issues, obstacles, trying to suck you dry, trying to gold dig, then we see that you're right there, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Some of you have already went no contact, but others of you are there putting up with this situation. For now, we haven't spilled the entire tea, but for now, you haven't ended it with somebody, but you're thinking about it. If they continue with this bad behavior, if they continue being toxic, then you may just cut them off, okay? If they continue being toxic and being an obstacle instead of a solution, if they're making a relationship more feel to you more like business than romance, you may be checking somebody this week ahead. Or maybe you're in that energy of it has to be romance and business because of this greed energy. So I feel like some Scorpios are saying, hey, it's not good enough with just sex and kissing and spending time together. There's bills that got to be paid. So show me the money. Show me the money. All right? For some of you, a situation like that is occurring where someone thinks that they don't have to be responsible in the relationship if they just physically show up for sex, for romantic time, but they're not helping out with the bills, but they're eating you out of house and home. They're asking for favors from you. They're asking you to lend them money. As we said, Scorpio, here you're thinking, you're reflecting, and you're looking at a relationship or you're looking at a person in your life at this time that it's more like business than romance. This has caused you obstacles and troubles. Someone has been very, very greedy, and you're reconsidering a connection or a relationship or situation at this time. So if it's not a partner, then it may be a situation where you find yourself being drained financially, emotionally, energetically, spiritually. And you're thinking and reflecting on if you should continue giving to the situation, or should you cut off this situation out of your life and go in another direction. Right. You may be waiting for some legal documentation. You may be waiting for some paperwork, passports, leases, agreements, contracts at this time. You may be thinking about reaching out to someone and telling them about their behavior. You may be thinking about giving somebody a second chance and reaching out to them, but with some rules and some guidelines this time around, and you're not totally committing to the relationship or the friendship. You're willing to see where something goes if somebody is willing to make certain changes. If not, you may not even give it a second glance. But some of you are waiting for visas, for passports, for documentation, for a contract to be signed, for a settlement as well, some type of legal settlement. There it is again. Money, money, money. Confirmation. What did we say at the very beginning? No honey, no money, no honey. No money, no honey. No romance without finance. No romance without finance. No honey without money. This is about money. Business deals, contracts, agreements between roommates or lovers or people who reside in the same house. There are some issues with money and finances at this time. This is where your mind is at. This is where your thoughts go to on how to get this money to pay the bills, or how to get this contract fulfilled, this deal fulfilled. When is this money coming through? When is this check coming through? When is this finance finally gonna turn around? When is this financial situation finally going to turn around? Let's continue. Let's see where this goes. And as we said, somebody may have been extremely greedy and has put you now in a tight financial situation. You may have gone in an agreement with someone in a financial contract. This is when you co-sign for a house or for a car with someone else, and then that person decides to be irresponsible, and now you're paying all the payments. That's an energy coming through as well. Watch what contracts and agreements you go into with others, because some of you are winding up paying the bill, and you may need to take, somebody to court. Again, savings, finances, budget. Eight of Pentacles. You have invested a lot. You have worked a lot and invested a lot. You invested a lot in this house. You invested a lot in this car. You invested a lot in this job, or in this relationship, or in this situation. You put your blood, sweat, your tears, your finances into it. And now you have to think on how to get money out of it. How to make it work for you. Wow, this Four of Cups is coming out a lot. There's people, okay, so if you're selling something this week, there may be an offer on what it is you're selling, but it's not going to be to your satisfaction. So somebody's trying to lowball you. It's important that you wait for your worth, okay? You wait for what you're asking for, because someone here is trying to give you much less than what you deserve. Someone trying to shortchange you, someone trying to not to pay you for a job that you've already completed and done. Okay, regret and resentment, emotionally unfulfilled, disappointed. This energy is coming through after you've invested so much in something, in someone, in a situation. Now you find yourselves disappointed, disheartened by it, deciding whether you want to continue investing in it or not. How much more am I going to invest in this? I see it's probably a lost cause at this point, or I'm just pouring resources into something that is not giving me back not even half of what I've put in. All right, Scorpios, I'm feeling this energy coming through this weekly tea of you wanting to have that stability, have that security, have that commitment in your finances, in your relationships, in your situations. But it's not giving you the fruits of your labor. You're putting so much more into something than what is giving back to you. And at this point, do you continue to give into it, or do you get out of it? Do you get out of this business contract? Do you get out of this romantic contract? Do you get out of this familial contract? Do you get out of it? Because at this point, there's resentment, there's jealousy, there's divorce, there's major changes going on. You're needing to heal at this time. You're needing to heal physically, health-wise, Scorpios, this week. So pay attention to your health, because you need to physically heal as well as emotionally. Something definitely has taken a toll on you. Something has required too much of you, of your resources, of your energy, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And it's come to the point where it no longer even satisfies you. Whatever you're giving to no longer fulfills you. It's only making you grow resentful and wanting to distance yourself. Divorce, leave a family situation, a home situation, because you're no longer content, you're no longer happy. Someone from the past may be seeking forgiveness at this time. You may want to seek someone out that you haven't spoken to in a while and seek forgiveness as well. The energies can go vice versa. But Scorpio, I'm reading your tea for this week, and someone from the past may want to come back and seek forgiveness. Again, confirmation of you've given so much to a relationship, to a person, to a situation in your life. Do you continue to forgive? Or do you forgive past offenses and start again? Because there is an offer here of an apology, an offer here of an olive branch being extended. But it's up to you whether you want to accept this apology, whether you want to reply to this olive branch being extended to you. Some of you may not, because it's still painful, it's still hurtful. You still remember how this person did you wrong. Yeah. There was humiliation. There was humiliation, embarrassment, shame that someone went through, whether it was you, Scorpio, or the person you're involved with, that you're interacting with this week. or that's coming to your mind, or who's thinking about you. There was a lot of humiliation and shame that occurred. Feelings were hurt. There was disappointment, sadness. And now somebody is seeking forgiveness. But it's up to you. The ball is in your court, because here you are looking at the connection, looking at the situation, and deciding whether you want to get back involved into this, or if you want to continue giving to something that has taken already so much from you. Let's get a message from the flowers for this week ahead, Scorpios. So this week, we can see messages from exes coming through, or messages from people you have lost contact with, that you haven't heard from in a long time. They may be seeking forgiveness at this time, Scorpios. There was a period in the past that someone went through jealousy, resentment, embarrassment, shame, humiliation, put downs, abuse, and now someone is seeking forgiveness, wanting to extend the olive branch. But are you able to forgive this? Are you able to forgive this and begin investing in it again? Oh, the daffodil. The sun shines brighter when you are here. See, confirmation. The daffodil says, confirms the reading, where someone is thinking about someone else, wanting to return to someone else, wanting forgiveness for something that was done in the past that hurt somebody very badly. And this person is missing you, something awful, or you're missing someone, something awful, Scorpio. But there needs to be communication in order for this situation to have any change occur. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, Scorpios, may you have a fun-filled, blessed week ahead. You're reflecting, you're thinking at this time. Do you go back? Do you extend the olive branch? Do you take up somebody's olive branch? Leave it in the comment section. Let us know how it unfolds. Ciao. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, welcome to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill your weekly tea. Let's see what's going on this week ahead for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sagittarius. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Joining us in our sacred space, welcoming us into your Sagittarius, reaching out to us for your own personal private readings. My information is in the description box below, and don't forget to check out the community section for our own horoscopes, the Kettle scopes of the week, and messages from Spirit and the angels. The tea begins to spill for you, Sagittarius. Okay. Oh, the scythe. We see that you may be asking questions or wanting to know more about someone who you are in contact with, or who's just joined your circle, or that you don't know much about. You want to approach them with cautious, carefully, or someone is wanting to get to know you better this week. I also feel the energy of someone wanting to get rid of somebody in their life, and so they're looking for information on them that will help them get rid of someone in their life or something in their life, some type of situation. that you may be having with someone. You may be wondering why someone has stepped away. You are also another sign this week that is making choices. Choices whether to end something, cut someone out, cut something out. I see some Sagittarius looking for some information. Maybe you're suspicious about something and you're looking for information so that you can remove a problem from your life or a person from your life. Definitely, there are people here that are looking deeper into others, looking for information in order to make some cut from their life. Let's continue where this is going. You have choices, you have options, Sagittarius. You may be dealing with earth signs this week. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. A strong Taurus coming through. Strong earth energy coming through. You're grounded. You're thinking, okay, I feel like you're getting out of your head. You're getting into your heart. You're trying not to be too harsh, or you're trying not to jump to conclusions or judgment. So you are seeking information to know something better or to know about someone better. This can be also happening vice versa, Saggies, that somebody may be interested in you and they're wanting to know more about you. Or if somebody wants to remove you from their life, like if they feel like you're a bad neighbor, they will look for information to destroy your character or to find a way to get you to move, to get you to leave, or to remove you. Whatever decision you make this week will be the right one, okay? We definitely have earth energy here. Strong earth. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You may be dealing with, or if you are dealing with earth signs, then the message that comes out for you, for those Sagittarians specifically dealing with earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, is that someone is trying to find a way out of your life. And so they're looking for information in order to have a reason to leave your life. I feel a cowardly energy here. A cowardly energy. I feel someone wanting to get somebody out of their life one way or another. And in order for them to remove this person from their life, they're looking for information on them. So that it's like a blackmail energy, right? Like somebody trying to blackmail you, is saying, hey, if you don't get out of town, we're going to put you on blast. We're going to expose you. That's this type of energy, like a blackmail energy, someone holding something over your head or against you. Be careful that you're not doing this to someone, all right? Because it looks like it'll be a blessing. Whoever gets removed is going to be blessed. Whoever gets removed out of this situation, there is definitely a light at the end of the tunnel. So if you leave, or if you get fired, or someone gets you out of their life, then it's a blessing. With this sun energy, it's a blessing. Whatever decision you make that has you deciding to cut something or someone out of your life will be the best decision you have made in your life. Whoever gets freed from a situation this week, Saggies, is going to have a blessing. Whatever leaves your life, leaves it open for a blessing to come through. For some of you, I just heard that finding information on someone and exposing them for the aggressive person they are, or for showing how mean someone is, or how exclusive someone is, or how someone has turned their back. Oh my goodness. Let's get some more tea. There is definitely a drama going on for you, Saggies. Leave it in the comment section, because either you are the one looking into someone, or someone is looking into you to prove that somebody is the bad guy here. Someone may also be using blackmail to get somebody to go, to get somebody out, to make somebody decide to leave. But whoever decides to leave is gonna wind up blessed. Whoever gets removed, yes, an invitation, an opportunity. Someone is offering you an opportunity to get out of a situation this week, and you can take it or not. But if you take it, Saggies, it could wind up being the best decision you make this week. Oh, wow. All right, Saggies. Now you're coming together, baby loves. Y'all were all over the place a minute ago. Because maybe the energy is going both ways. Maybe both of you are looking into each other. Maybe both of you are spying on each other. Maybe both of you are trying to blackmail each other. But whoever gives in, okay, whoever manages to get somebody out, whoever gets out of a situation winds up in a better place. Or if somebody offers you an opportunity, you are being advised to look into it, because you will have to make a choice and a decision. And most likely, once you look into it, you'll find out how it will benefit you. Some opportunity, some move you make is going to benefit you this week, Sagittarius. See? Secret. We said, right? Somebody turned their back here. Somebody's being secretive. You don't know what somebody is up to. And you want to know. You're looking at this person, but this person has their back to you. And look at your face here. Very upset. Very upset there. The face is very upset. Looking at the other person. You don't know what they up to. You don't know what they doing. But you feel like they up to no good. You feel like they up to no good. And you got to get this person either exposed or out of your life. And if you manage to do so, it would be a blessing. A blessing for you and them. Yes. Death, transformation, eliminating baggage that is no longer needed. Confirmation. We said you're cutting something out of your life. You're cutting out something, someone, a situation that once you get it out of your life, you're going to get rid of this energy of closeted behavior, of people keeping secrets, of you having to be like on the defense here, or having to spy on someone because you know they're up to no good. But if that's how you're feeling, we're seeing you ending that situation this week. Oh yeah. You are putting an end to a situation, a relationship, a friendship. There's an opportunity here to change your situation. Right. You got to be careful, as we said, from the very beginning, you got to be careful. You got to be cautious how you're approaching this person, because you don't know what this person is working on. And we said there's this energy of back and forth of what you're doing to them, they're doing to you. You're wondering what they're doing, and they're checking out something as well. And they're not letting you know, but they're looking for information that will help them get rid of you, or you're looking for information that will help you get rid of them. This energy is back and forth. Maybe they feel you looking for information on them, so they're doing it to you, or vice versa. But there's a warning here on how you go about doing what you're doing. Don't do it illegally. Whatever you do, don't do it illegally, because that definitely will not end well. Again, death, Anubis. Your sins will be weighed. So you got to be careful on how you go about something. Don't break the law. Oh, 5 of... Don't break the law. As we said, it'll end bad for one person and it's going to end good for another person. So be careful what you're doing this week. Be careful also what you're doing this week, in the sense that somebody's looking for information on you too. You're not the only curious one here. And an opportunity and the invitation opportunity that's coming your way this week, Saggies, is a new job, a chance to relocate, a chance to end a relationship with someone who is moving real shady. You could be working for a corrupt, shady business and you find out. You can be sleeping with the enemy and you find out. You could find out that your friend is a frenemy. This is a week where a lot of people and a lot of things are being exposed and revealed to you in order for you to be able to cut it out of your life. But it's your choice and your decision on how you remove it and whether you release it, eliminating baggage you no longer need. So it's you releasing someone. That's right. King of Swords coming out here. King of Spades. He'll put it, judgment, the energy of judgment, karma, law. As we said, be careful that you don't break the law trying to find out about somebody. Because why? You could wind up in jail. It could be the death and the end of your life. Okay? And if they're doing something illegal, you're going to find out, you're going to expose them, and then they're going to have to face the judge or get a lawyer here. But there's somebody here trying to cause trouble, trying to create trouble in your job, in your relationships, in your life, some way, somehow. And they thinking that they're going to be very successful. But somebody here may just get caught up in their own trap. And it'll definitely be the end of this whole situation. So there's a definite end coming to a situation. Now, whether it ends on good terms or bad terms, it's going to be up to you. The decisions and the choices you make, Saggies, is going to decide whether this ends well or whether this ends in front of a judge, in front of a lawyer, in front of the boss, in front of someone of authority. This can even turn into a legal situation. So you got to be very careful on how somebody is moving and how you react. Let's get a final message from the flowers. There it is for my Saggies. Hydrangea. Focus on wholeness above and below. Above and below. Focus on wholeness. I'm feeling that energy, right? That balance. That balance. Weighing things out. Weighing things out. As above is below. What you give out, you're going to get back. We said there's the energy of karma here. There's an energy of karma. There's an energy of spiritual law here. Not only physical, legal law, but spiritual law. That's why it's saying think before you act. Be careful what you say and what you do. Because not only is somebody watching you physically, but also spirit is watching. The universe is watching. God is watching. And what you give out, you will get back. That's just the law of the universe, baby loves. Whether you into the law of the universe or not, it is what it is. That has been your weekly tea. And until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Cappies, my little goats. Welcome back. Cappies, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. My little goats, I want to thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours. Check out the community section for the Kettle scopes, which is our version of the horoscopes. We have spirit and angel messages as well in the community section. Check out the new shorts on the channel. We thank you for supporting Kettle Messages Tarot. It just encourages us to continue doing this service for you. So, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Capricorns. Let's see what we have for my little goats this week ahead. Yes, you know I love my little goats. Let's see who is going to get hoofed off the mountain. If anybody's going to get hoofed off the mountain. Okay. Oof, the vultures. We mentioned the mountains and out come the vultures, Capricorns. You're the goat, so you know you've seen some vultures on top of that mountain. But somebody here is coming out of a depression, out of a time of worry and anxiety. I'm loving it because it's coming out of that energy. It's not staying stuck in depression or anxiety or worry. Someone here is saying, to hell with that. I'm going to get up. I'm going to look good. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to do my hair. I'm going to dress up fine because I'm Capricorn. I don't put up with this depression nonsense. All right, Capricorns. Capricorns, yes. Oh my goodness, we were just talking about karma. Here it is. You will reap what you sow. Okay, let's continue. Because I don't feel like this karma is yours. And if it is your karma, then you're coming out of it. It's like you've paid your karma and you're heading towards Dharma. So you're coming out of a dark night of the souls. You're coming out of a rock bottom period. You're coming out of depression. You're coming out of worry. You're coming out of anxiety. So you may have been through a karmic relationship, a karmic situation. It doesn't necessarily mean when we say, oh, karma, that you've done something wrong. No, you could have wound up in a karmic situation, wound up with karmic people, karmic friends or karmic partners. And when you spend time with these people, when you interact with these people, when you sleep with them, then what happens is you pick up energetically, spiritually, their karma. So if you've ended relationships, you've ended connections, you can see how your energy is changing, how you're starting to feel better and look better. And you're coming out of states of depression and anxiety and worry because you are being released from that karmic contract. Yes? Understand what the gem star has put down? Oh, Oh, two-faced friends. Bam. You see? Confirmation. You got rid of those karmic two-faced friends. We're going to put it right there. We're going to put it right there because they came out. They popped out of the ghetto, popped out of the alley. Go get them, vulture. Go eat that cat. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. So we see that, ooh, that's too many. But you are done crying. We saw that. You done crying. You done stressing. You done feeling bad. Capricorns, you got done dirty by a two-faced friend. Somebody who call themselves their friend. Your friend. Somebody you invited in your house. Somebody you worked close with. Someone that you shared your most intimate secrets with here. And they stabbed you in the back. They did you dirty. They did you wrong. Or being in their company just got you sidetracked, got you distracted, got you off your path. And now you're getting right back on your path. That's because you're freeing yourself. You're releasing yourself. Yes, you have more important things to worry about. You're worried about getting a raise. You're worried about getting a new job. Somebody here could have stabbed you in the back, Capricorns, and got you fired, got you demoted, reported you at work. And now you're looking for another job. You will get it. You will find it. You will land a job. Because we see you coming out of depression, anxiety, and worry. If you were stuck in this depression, anxiety, and worry, then you wouldn't find any job. But now you're about to find the job. Before you wasn't finding it, now you're going to find it. Why? Because you're removing yourself from toxic people, places, and things. And so your energy is switching up. And so you're calling in positive opportunities your way, positive situations and events, because that's where your energy is shifting to. And so as you are is what you're calling in, right? As you reap, you're going to sow. But I feel like you're changing up the groups, the organizations, the community, the friendships that you have been entertaining. You see, the community, the home, the family, the friends that you call family. The situation is changing now for the better. You're improving. Your health is improving. Your money situation is also going to improve because this is karma. Now they're going down. They're going down for bringing you down, for stabbing you in the back, for coming in between you and your family, you and your friends, you and your lover, your husband, your wife, you and your boss, whoever they came in between. Whatever they destroyed is being rebuilt at this time. They got you evicted. Well, look at here, Capricorns. You got a whole new house. They got you fired. Well, here you go. A whole new job. Oh, destiny. Destiny. Where you land next is where you're supposed to be. So you're being removed away from people, places, things, and situations that you don't belong there anymore. It doesn't serve your highest good. It's only full of fake and phony, two-faced people. People who don't want the best for you. People who fill you with worry, anxiety, make you depressed and sick. Bring your life their nasty, bad karma. But you kept the faith alive. You kept the hope alive. And you will get that new job. And you will get that new house. You will have a nice apartment, Capricorns, because that's your destiny. That's what you put out into the universe. And that's what you're going to get back. These people were just blocking your blessings. That's all they were doing. They were blocking your blessings with their toxicity. Kick them to the curb. Yes, you see? They could have made you lose a job. They could have got you demoted. They could have been cheating you, exploiting you at your job, paying you less, and you working so hard. They're not paying you your overtime. They're not looking out for you financially. The family is draining you financially. The friends drain you financially. The boss steals from you, cheats you out of money, pays you less than your worth. And as we said, confirmation, you're going to go find another job, look for another job. You're going to keep the hope and the faith alive that there is something somewhere else better for you. And that is the truth and nothing but the truth. With the star here, you aim high, you land on a cloud, right? You aim for the stars and land on a cloud. Get your money right. Get that house. Get your house in order. Get your finances in order. Cut out toxic people that call themselves your friends, and all they want to do is mooch over you, abuse you, gossip about you, stab you in the back after you've been so generous. Yes, you've been generous here. You've been giving, loving. You've even given advice. You've helped people out of difficult situations, Capricorns. And when you needed help, when you needed a helping hand, what they did, stab you in the back, slam the door in your face, tell you you're not welcome, tell you you don't belong, gossip about you, put you down, talk about you, whatever they did. Now they're going to pay for it. It's karma. It's their time. It's their turn. It's their turn to hit rock bottom. It's their turn to feel what anxiety, worry, and depression feels like. It's their turn to worry about where their next meal is coming from, right? You got the fish now. You gonna be eating lovely. They ain't got no fish, okay? You took the fish away from them. Because that's your destiny. It never belonged to them to begin with. Okay? People come and take and take and take. That's why you got to be careful who you invite into your house, who you invite into your bed, who you invite into your life. Not everybody's your friend. Not everybody wants the best for you. And you are loving and kind and hardworking and generous, and they want to take advantage of that. And when they can't, they will kick you down or try to hold you back. Nasty people. You see, you are confronting your destiny at this time. You're going to be recognized. You're going to be recognized for the superstar you are. You were being limited. You were being limited and held back by other people, by their naysaying, by their sabotage, by their gossip. They were limiting you. They were holding you back. They were trying to convince you that you less than. And you about to show them. You about to rise like a phoenix out of the ashes. You are tired of trying to fit in. You just want to be yourself. You are tired of molding yourself. You are tired of people pleasing. You are tired of showing up for everybody and people are not showing up in the same energy. You are tired. And you're going to take a risk. You're going to take a risk this weekend and kick people out of your life. Leave certain places and environments that are holding you back, that are not serving your worth, that are not showing you your worth. Yes, you had your heart closed, your eyes blinded, your eyes veiled, but now you're ripping the band-aid off. You're ripping the veil off of your eyes. You're seeing who your friends are, who your friends aren't. You're seeing who was limiting you, who was holding you back. That dead-end job limiting you, holding you back. That relationship that don't grow, that don't go anywhere, holding you back. Those friends that want to keep you in bad habits, hanging out, wasting time, wasting money, holding you back. Because they jealous. These people, they just want to cause division. They want to separate you from your destiny. Keep you from reaching your goals. That's all they are, a distraction. Wanting to keep you from your goals. Wanting to keep you from going to spend time with your boyfriend, your girlfriend. trying to keep you from spending time with your other friends and your family, trying to keep you from that startup, that business, that hobby, because they don't got nothing else going on in their life but gossip and trying to bring people down, Capricorns. Hoof them off the mountain. That's right. You're balancing your life at this time. You're focused on your money. You're focused on your investments. You're focused on you, on your security, on your safety. You are tired of people disapproving of you, trying to gaslight you, denying that you're speaking the truth when you say what you have to say. That's the type of people you're dealing with this week. As we said, you're loving, you're kind, you're nurturing, you're giving, you're supportive. And that's what you need in your life right now. And that's what's going to come in. Someone who wants not for you to change yourself, not for you to try to fit into their life, but to share their life with them. I'm loving this energy. There's someone coming through who's going to be a father, like a mentor, a friend who's going to guide you, who's going to take you by the hand, who's going to tell you, you don't need to fit in. You don't need to contort yourself. You don't need to change to make these people happy. You are a beautiful person, Capricorn, and you should not be allowing yourself to put up with this abuse any longer. So you got a good friend here, counseling you here, nurturing you, letting you know, hey, you don't got to go through this alone. You don't got to go through this alone. Oh, you get two. I'm going to take both of them. They both flew out. You get the blushing bride. Yes, we're doing flower messages in the spirit of spring this week. So you have the blushing bride is your first flower. And it's all about your intentions and heart deserve to be known. Confirmation. Confirmation. King of Cups here, King of Hearts is saying your intentions and your heart should be known. We said it. You're loving, you're a kind, you're a generous person. And someone abused that, took that for advantage. And now they're going to go through their karma. The second one you received is Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea, the comfort of good company, heal old wounds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, I want to get that in there. The comfort of good company, heal old wounds. And we said it. Someone is coming through to nurture you, to nourish you, to tell you you're not alone in this. Someone comforting you. Confirmation. Hallelujah. Yes. Let your intentions and your heart be known. You're feeling somebody. This person is feeling you too. This person coming through this week is feeling you. And you should go with it. Okay? Listen to your heart. Because someone here definitely is into you. They see your toxic past here. They see how your family members treat you, how your friends treat you, how your boss treats you, and they don't like it. They don't like it for you. And they're here. Your psychologist, your counselor, your mentor, your bestie, your new friend, your new love partner, your father, your uncle. There's someone here saying, hey, Capricorns, you have support. You have support. And you're going to have very good company this week. So enjoy it, little goats. Yes, I love it when things turn out well. So even though you may be hoofing a two-faced person off the mountain, we're not crying for that person. Don't cry for me, Argentina. No, we'll just watch them go down the mountain, down the side of the mountain, and hit those rocks on the way down. That has been your weekly tea, Capricorns. May you have a blessed and fun-filled week ahead, my little goats. Love you. Ciao. Aquarius. Welcome back, Aqua, to Kettle Messages Tarot Live. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea with you. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into your space. We've added so many things to the channel. Don't forget to check out the community section for our version of the horoscopes called the Kettle Scopes. We also have messages from spirits kettles and angel kettles. And we also have put up some new shorts as well for you guys. So we hope you're enjoying all the new additions. And we do appreciate the likes, the comments, because it lets us know that you want us to keep showing up for you. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So peace within the family, love and security. Family is very important this week ahead, or just in general for you, of course. The most difficult part of the situation is over. So if there has been something going on within the family, we see things working out this week, reconciliation, we're talking things out, we're compromising, we're working with each other, we're getting back to our happy place, we're following the rainbow to our happy place with our family members, our friends. You're receiving gifts this week, or you're thinking of giving a gift to someone. You may be traveling to see someone. A family member may be traveling to see you as well. But if someone pops up this week, they're definitely bringing gifts. Or if you're popping up on someone this week, you're not going empty-handed. Here we are working on our relationships, our connections, especially with our family members. If there have been fallouts, if there have been confrontations or misunderstandings, these things are getting cleared up this week as we are kissing and making up. The most difficult part of the situation has already been resolved. Now we just got to heal and keep on continuing showing up for one another and nurturing these connections. It's not just like apologize and think the work is done. No. Now comes the healing part, right? Now comes the work. Oh, and the sun comes out. Happy times, happy news, happy connections. There's births in the family. Yes, we're going to be going to that baby shower, that wedding, that engagement party. The ones that we weren't invited to because we were arguing with our family members. But they're back on the guest list. All right, Aqua. You're saying it's okay. You can put Auntie back on the guest list, or you could put Cuz back on the guest list. We're talking again. But there's joy, there's happy times. Also, there can be births in the family, reuniting, reconnecting family that you haven't seen in a very long time. You see? Love is in the air. We got joy, we got happiness, we got romance and love this week. Follow your heart, follow the rainbow. There's a connection, healing. There is a coming together. There are relationships and connections leveling up. We're getting engaged. We're getting married. We're having baby showers. We're giving birth. We're finding out we're pregnant. We're finding out that these situations are also occurring to other family members, and we're showing up for each other. We're celebrating good times together. We're celebrating. This is a celebration of love, celebration of connections, celebrations, this gratitude and love and nurturing and showing up for one another. Right? We value our relationships. We value our connections. And so we nurture them. We show the love. Show the love, okay? With the sun, which exposes everything. It's the great healer of the tarot, the great healing energy of the universe. It heals. So it cleanses, it purifies. Healing, purifying, giving birth to. giving life to a relationship, life to a connection. I'm loving this energy, Aquarius. Yes, I'm loving it. There's a new love happening for some of you. Finding out you're pregnant. Oof, yes. Money, 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 money. Love and money. Love and money. There's love, there's money, and there's a baby carriage in your reading this week. What is going on? Tell us in the comment section. Let us know, Aqua. Don't be shy. Okay, Gemstar wants to know what is going on in your tea this week. So there are business partnerships being made this week, or this is the best opportunity. This is the best week to do it. If you want to start a new business, if you want to collaborate, if you want to work with others, and the end goal is to make money, do it this week, right? With that sun, you can't go wrong. Also, some of you are marrying into families that are very well off, that do well financially, that are financially stable. You can be, this is a marriage of wealth, of society as well. Or now, because we're married, we're going to be able to do so much more. Because what? We're joining forces financially. We're joining forces emotionally. And we're aiming for the same goal, right? Here's the babies. Here's the babies. Here's the couple. Here's the money. Here's the babies. So I'm loving the energy here. Someone may be exposing that they want marriage with you, Aquarius, as well. They want to get married. They want to get things moving. Leveling up. 6 of Pentacles. Giving and receiving. You giving out. You're receiving what you are putting out. I'm loving this energy this week. Definitely for you. Okay, so you invested a lot in this relationship, and you're asking yourself the question, do I say yes to this engagement? Do I say yes to having a baby? Do I say yes to moving? Do I say yes to starting this new job? Do I say yes into collaborating with someone, into starting business with someone? It's all about choices and decisions when it comes to business, work, and finance. When it comes to marriage, love, commitment. And we see that your health is improving as well. Your health is improving because your romantic life is going to improve. Your financial life is going to improve. And so your mood and your attitude will also improve. 10 of Cups. Oh, 10 of Hearts. Congratulations for those getting engaged, for those getting married, for those finding out they're pregnant or giving birth in the month of March. Congratulations. This has been a long time coming. Some of you have been waiting 6 to 10 years for somebody to finally pop the question, get engaged, settle down. You may also be with somebody 6 months to 10 months and you're finally getting engaged, or you guys are finding out you're pregnant, or some of you are wanting to collaborate and start a business together. You may be starting business with family. You may be starting business with a lover or a friend. But whatever you start this week is going to turn out very well. It's going to make you very happy. And we see money, good health, and love. You are emotionally fulfilled, finally, after giving so much. Give and take, give and take, give and take, give and take. At one point, you were giving more than you were receiving. But now, all that is about to pay off. All that is about to pay off. That's why we said you're receiving gifts this week, Aquarius. Receiving gifts. Gifts of jewelry with these diamonds here. We see someone who's in love with you giving you a necklace, giving you a charm, giving you a bracelet. Most likely is gold. Somebody's giving you a gold piece of jewelry this weekend, and it's because they love you. This is either a promise ring, a promise necklace, something, but it's gold and sparkly, and it's coming to you from a place of love. This person wants much, much more with you than just a friendship. This person is deeply, deeply in love, okay? It may have taken them time to let you know about it, because some of you may be dealing with earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns. It's earth energy, pentacle energy. Is slow in moving, but when it makes a decision, it's a solid one. They know why they're making it. They made it wisely. They weren't playing around. They're taking this decision very seriously, and they also have invested, and they want it all with you. Earth sign want it all with you here. A water sign may be connecting with you, but it's more for financial stability. So if a water sign is proposing or moving the connection to the next level, it's more for a financial security basis, rather than the earth signs. It's because they see your beauty. They in love. They over the rainbow, okay? This earth sign is over the rainbow. And they don't want you to leave. They don't want you to leave. Maybe you've been waiting so long for them to pop the question, or to say, yes, let's have children. Let's start a family. They're afraid to lose you. Maybe you gave them an ultimatum with the sun and the star and the lovers and this fish. You probably gave them an ultimatum. You probably told them, hey, I'm not getting any younger. I want children. I want to buy this house. I want to travel. I want to do things. And they're like, oh, wait a minute. Aquarius is getting serious. Aquarius is about to leave me. Then it's time to, lock Aquarius down. That's the earth energy over here, saying I'm not going to let Aquarius get away. And if they're not an earth sign, it's somebody that you've been involved with for a very long time. And they're very slow. You don't even think that they're interested. But you're going to see how much they're interested. Oh, Aquarius. They say, please don't blow things out of proportion. Aquarius, don't leave me. Please don't go. Don't go. No, they don't want you to go, Aquarius. That earth sign definitely. Oh, water sign is hiding emotions, hiding behind a mask of bravado. As we said, the water signs that you're dealing with are either financially unstable, emotionally damaged, okay? They've got something going on. They're sneaky. You can't trust them. They do things behind your back. And though they want to move relationships to the next level, it's for the wrong reasons. It's because they see you very financially successful. You may own a house. You may have a car. You may have your life together, Aquarius. And they see you as financially stable. And that's something that they don't have in their own life, or they're missing, or it's shaky in their life. And so they see you as, financial stability. But if you're dealing with earth signs, because the water sign, you're going to know they're moving very quickly. The water sign is moving very quickly. So if they're not a water sign, they may have water signs in their chart, or they may be love bombing you to death. They don't have to be a water sign, but this person is love bombing you, wants to move the connection very quickly. Very quickly. They need to move into your house. They're looking for a place to live, or they like that financial security that you can provide. And so they don't want to lose you, so they're moving it very quickly. But the earth signs, or the ones that are moving much slower, they're really invested in you, Aquarius. Like, I've been Aquarius friend. I've been Aquarius ride or die. I've been there when Aquarius was talking to me about their exes. I wiped their tears. This person has been through a lot with you. And now they're finally finding the courage to make the move on you themselves. They don't want to hear about the exes no more. Or they don't want to hear about you seeing this water sign over here or this love bomber over here. They're like, oh, no. Wait a minute. Aquarius has a love bombing option here? No. I'm going to put that ring on it. Good for them. They know, they see Aquarius is a catch. Let's get the message from the flowers for Aquarius. Ooh, you get the poppy. Remember who you wanted to be. Who did you want to be? A painter, an actor, a doctor, a teacher, a skydiver. What is it that you wanted to be? And this week, pick up that paintbrush. Dust off that guitar. Dust off that canvas. Dust off that bike you wanted to run a marathon. I know you Aquarius, you want to run that marathon. Whatever it is you wanted to do, whether you can make it professional, a job, or just a hobby, make it a part of your life. It will bring you some fun, happiness, and joy. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, let us know what happens in your tea, Aquarius, in the comment section. Ciao. Pisces, my little fishies, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, welcome back to another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here, yes, you guessed it, to spill your weekly tea. My little fishies, thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. Reaching out to us for your own personal private readings with me. My information is in the description box below. Make sure to check out the community section if you like horoscopes. We have our own version called the Kettle Scopes in the community section. We're adding new things to the channel, so please do take the time and check it out. And thank you so much for commenting. Even if it is an emoji, we love you and we appreciate it. It helps us and reminds us we're doing this work for a reason. All right, Pisces. So you are done putting up with somebody stubborn and aggressive. And maybe you're dealing with an Aries and you are going no contact, or you are not being bothered by this person. If it is not an Aries, it's somebody who has been stubborn, aggressive, being forceful. Oh, you see? Things are changing. Things are changing. You are no longer putting up with aggressive people, confrontational people, people who want to fight, people who want to argue, people who disappoint you, friends who disappoint you, family who disappoint you, lovers who disappoint you, who are aggressive, stubborn, and making your life a living hell, making your life impossible. Things are a-changing. And success is assured with hard work. Success is assured with hard work. All right, so I get the energy where you are refocusing. You are done with allowing people to steal your energy, allowing people to distract you, allowing people to bully you, to be aggressive. You are changing the situation. You are drawing boundaries. You are saying no mas. Things are not going to continue the way they've been going on, because I'm not putting up with it. Right? Things cannot continue the same way that they have been. Things must change. And if things don't change willingly, then Pisces will take action and make changes in their own life. Going no contact, separating, detaching, removing themselves from people, places, and situations that are harmful, aggressive, toxic, drama-filled. Yes, you're tapping into your intuition, into your spirituality. You have been dealing with a heavy burden on your own, but you are ready to put this burden to rest. You are saying, Va de retro Satana. You are saying, not today, Satan. Go away. Go back with your demonic energy, with your hexes, spells, curses, with your evil eye, with your angry, unhinged energy. Go with it somewhere else. Okay? You see? You see how that is? Look. Afraid of Jesus. They're afraid of Jesus. They're afraid of God. They're afraid of the universe. Okay? You're like, away, Satan. Away with negativity. Away with toxic people. Away with aggressive people. This has been a heavy burden for you. Putting up with difficult people. With harsh personalities and characters that are aggressive, that are bullies, that like to manipulate and control other people. And you're not putting up with this. There's a loyal friend at your side. There's a loyal friend at your side. And that is spirit. That is your ancestors. Spirit, your ancestors, your guardian angel, God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, whoever you pray to, whatever your belief system is, that is what's getting you through the difficulties. That is what's getting you through the hard days, the tough days, the days you don't want to get up, the days that you don't want to continue, the days that you want to give up, the days where you feel like you can't carry this burden, this cross anymore. Spirit is saying, you're not alone. I'm going to help you carry this. I'll carry you if I have to your destination. But you are being looked after. You also have a loyal friend who sees you carrying and dealing with a heavy burden in your life, Pisces. And they're there. They're there to nurture you, support you, be loyal, and show up for you. There's someone here showing you loyalty because they can see that you're putting up with a very harsh person, a harsh environment, toxicity, aggressiveness. And this person, your friend, knows your heart. They know you. They know that you gentle, you sweet, you loving, and that you're putting up with a harsh situation. Yeah, needing to be bailed out of a situation. Someone here is wanting to remove you from this situation. Spirit is removing you from a situation. A friend here is showing up loyal in your life, helping you cope, helping you deal, helping you move away from a toxic situation, relationship, person, partnership. You're in a difficult situation and you need somebody's help. You need somebody to get you out. You may be feeling trapped, like you have no choice, like you have no option. And then God sends you someone, a new friend, an old friend. But they send someone who's going to be loyal to you to help you in this situation. Because they're saying they're not going to leave you alone. You got spiritual protection. You got spiritual guidance. Spirit is loyal. It always shows up for you. It never leaves you. It never fails you. Even when you don't pray. Even when you don't stop to think about spirit throughout the day. Spirit is always thinking of you. Always watching over you. Always showing up. Being loyal. And when Spirit sees that you are in a tough spot, in a difficult situation, dealing with toxic people, toxic places, then what happens? Spirit sends something or someone to bail you out, to get you out of the situation, to remove you. Because Spirit knows that you've been hesitant. You've been hesitant to committing, to breaking free from a person, place, or thing. You've been playing it safe. But now you're about to break free. You're about to break free. You're about to go out with your dog and have a nice stroll. You've been in the house too long, stressing, worrying, crying. And your friends are here inviting you to go out, to play, to have fun, to get out of your head, to get out of your house, to stop crying. Stop crying for that person. Stop allowing abuse. Someone here is saying, Pisces, you don't have to put up with it. You don't have to put up with that. Yes, someone here sees that you have been triggered lately, recently, by your situation or by people that you have been interacting with. They've been triggering your childhood traumas. They've been bringing out the worst in you. And now it's time to remove yourselves out of this situation. You're being freed. Yes. Things were unclear. You were feeling trapped, like there was no way out, like there's no solution. But this week, you're going to have a solution. You're going to have a way out. Spirit is looking out for you. Victory, a win. 6 of Wands. We said it, right? Spirit is on your side. When you feel like the world has abandoned you, like your prayers are falling on deaf ears, like nobody sees your pain, nobody sees your tears, nobody sees your suffering, nobody sees your burden, the weight you carry. This week is going to show you, yes, we've seen your suffering and we're going to send you help. We're going to send you help, but you need to trust your intuition. You need to trust your intuition. Don't doubt your intuition. Don't doubt what you know. Don't doubt what you feel. Don't doubt what you see. Because your intuition is going to help you. It's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit you when you are confronted by temptation. When you are confronted by the enemy. When you are confronted by Satan and his demons. And those lower vibrational energies. Those temptations coming your way to distract you, to get you off your path, to make you slip up and make a mistake. Spirit is here telling you, listen to your intuition. You know what's best. You know what's best. We're warning you. We're warning you now that somebody's going to try to tempt you in order to take some type of advantage or over you. But you are strong. You are strong. You are tough. You know how to carry a strong weight on your shoulders. You're not a quitter. You're a fighter. Don't give in to temptation at this time. Only trying to dissuade you. Trying to distract you. Some of you, again, with this confinement, you're feeling trapped, confined, held back in a friendship, in a relationship, in a situation, in a partnership. And this must come to an end. You've been avoiding it. You've been trying not to face it. You've been ignoring it, sweeping it under the rug. But enough is enough. Enough is enough of putting up with abuse. This week, nobody's putting up with any abuse here. The messages from the flowers for Pisces. Franginipini. Wow. Polemia. You are totally beautiful on the inside and the outside. Frangipani. I'm sorry, I just totally messed that up. Frangipani is the flower. And the message from the flower is that you are truly beautiful, Pisces, on the inside and the outside. Confirmation. We said your friend here is telling us. Spirit is telling us. Tell Pisces that we know they're beautiful. We know that they're beautiful from the inside out. We know we've heard their tears. We've seen their tears. We heard their prayers. We know that somebody is being unkind to Pisces. Somebody here is not beautiful on the inside or on the outside. They're a very ugly person. And even if they were beautiful on the outside, they're very ugly on the inside. They mistreat others. They bully people. They're aggressive. They need to be aggressive to get their way because they're possessive and controlling. And because you're a sweet, kind, beautiful person, you need to be treated with kindness, with love, with loyalty. And that's exactly what's going to be showing up this week ahead. This has been the weekly tea with your oracle and reader, the gem star. May you have a fun-filled, blessed week ahead. Ciao, my little fishies. It's your reader, the gem star. Thank you so much for stopping by, sipping some weekly tea with us. Support your content creators. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And to receive your own personal private reading, book it at our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao.